All right, so starting off, we got our weekend gaming stuff. Let me take the chat off. We got that line right there. Hold on 1 second. Let me.
The line. Oh, you got the line.
Reposition it.
Got the line.
There we go. That's better. We're gonna take the chat, put up a gray frame in our video. So, I played some Inferno on Destiny. I played a lot of games this week. Destiny being one of them. But I played some Destiny. I played some. Why can't I move this up? I played some Dragonball Xenoverse, Bierzerkers, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and Lionheart Tactics. But Destiny had a number of things kind of happen this past week since we've been playing. I want to know if you guys have any background sound. It should be fixed now with the video. It should be. So, you know, I played... pretty much played with viewers this weekend for Destiny. I'm actually alternating now between Destiny and Xenoverse. But they came out today with the Inferno playlist. And I talked briefly with Colin about it. You know how he hates Destiny.
That's a stretch.
But no.
Dislike is fine.
Oh, okay. Hate. Yep.
Just, hate and dislike are the same. Okay.
No, he you know, he asked me what Inferno playlist was, and you know, it's funny because it seems like everybody is like knows what Inferno playlist is, and so to hear Colin like, what's Inferno playlist? It's like, ah, shit, he doesn't play Destiny. The sad realization that I'm by myself. Hence doesn't play, Sean doesn't play, you don't play, my brother doesn't play, Zeno doesn't play.
Does anybody at work play even? No one plays that shit.
No, I don't think anybody plays at work either. They know that, you know what, they all play on PlayStation. The people that do play. So, you know, I got into the Inferno playlist. It is actually a playlist that has no radar. The heavy weapon ammo spawns 1 time instead of 3. And, or is it 3? Yeah, it's 3. And the score limit has been reduced from 20,000 to 15,000. So, you know, some of the things that I immediately noticed in there was, obviously, if I'm playing solo, the odds of me running into a team, and that seemed like it's way higher than any other playlist. Skirmish kind of has quite a few teams, but it seems like that playlist is probably going to have a lot of parties, because if you're not communicating in Inferno, you're going to get slaughtered more often than not. That, or what you're going to end up doing is you're going to realize that you're getting torn up, and then you're going to cower in a corner for most of the match because no one's going to see you on radar, and as people come around corners, you're going to get blasted. So all of those things happened to me. Played against a full party twice. Played them twice on Twilight Gap, and then I don't remember what the other map was. Anomaly, maybe? Something like that. And wasn't pleasant. It was my first game on. And then after that, we got like parties of 2, parties of 3, and wasn't as bad. Was able to kind of go off on some folks in that playlist. In that game, and I found that weapons end up being pretty much shotguns because people can get up on you without you knowing, and they just blast you for the 1-shot. Right? There's no charging. There's no I'm gonna snipe you from a distance. It is blink shotguns seem to be prevalent there, and that's pretty much what I thought was gonna happen. With no radar and lack of communication in that game, is like people are just going to get up on you, go for the easy 1-shot. So that's what I tended to find in most of them. I played 5 matches, so you know, it's definitely not a lot, but it definitely gave me a pretty clear indication of what was happening. I also tried out the companion app, which got updated. What's up, Nomads? Nemo. Dirt, what's up? It got updated last week. Maybe after the show.
Nice.
Like Wednesday or something like that. So what you can do now is you can actually take your gear and put it into your vault. So you can do vault transfers between characters, which is a hell of a lot easier, especially for me since I have all characters, all classes, and I play all 3. I'm frequently in and out of the vault, so being able to do this on my phone makes it a hell of a lot more enjoyable, I'd say.
Companion app was my favorite part of Destiny. It's true. It's a really well made app. It's really well done. Lots of stuff in there. Packed with content.
Hurt my soul, man.
Packed with content. There's actually a story in the companion app. Believe it or not.
There is. And then also played some Dragon Ball Xenoverse, which I thought was actually really well done. After playing, you know, pretty much Destiny for the well, you know, we mixed in some Halo when that was out, but after playing for basically 5 months of nothing but Destiny and not feeling really compelled to try anything except for Halo, having this come out and be something that I was interested in really caught me by surprise, because I went into Dragon Ball Xenoverse, and I talked about it a couple times in some videos, thinking there's not a lot of people that are going to get this game. This is going to be a pretty dead game. Yeah. Nobody's going to get it. And so I hopped on to it first day, and I'm like, man, this game is fucking awesome. This is a good-ass game. This is like the best Dragon Ball I've played. And so, you know, I'm thinking, all right, I'm going to stream this game. It's not going to be a whole lot of people streaming. Then I'm seeing, like, Lyric was on it, Soda popping, Gathalion. All these dudes are getting the game, and I'm like, what the hell? And everybody's saying pretty positive stuff about Xenoverse. And funny story is, you know, Christy and I went to we're trying to get our couch stream set up, right? So we went to go get a PlayStation camera so we could just do native in-app streaming from PlayStation. And while we were at Best Buy, which is where we picked it up, I went and checked on Xenoverse because I have a digital copy, so I wanted to see the case. So I went looking around, and it sold out.
Wow.
Sold out. So I was like, holy shit, this game is like really taking off. No marketing from what I can tell. It's not like
I haven't seen anything
anybody talking. This is straight up word of mouth, like old school, like what are you playing? Well, I'm gonna say it's not old school.
Old school, like, when Twitch is a very large
Twitch, yeah. Twitch is yes, Twitch is definitely driving it, in YouTube, but essentially it's word of mouth through watching streamers. It's not like big marketing campaign for this game. And I think people that are playing it are like pleasantly surprised by the game. Like I said, it's like really done, really well done. And if you're not familiar with, it's like Phantasy Star Online meets Dragon Ball Z Budokai, you know, one of them, 2, 3, whatever one you want to throw in there. So it's actually like so enjoyable. It's like, Colin, you got to get it, man. Some people said they were going to donate. Now, I don't, look, we got a $20 donation, Colin.
Really?
That's a third of the way there. A third of the way.
I'll meet him at half.
The game.
I'll meet him at half.
You meet him at half?
Like, to me, it's a budget title, right?
Right.
Like, who has no value in the DBZ side of things.
Right.
But the fact that it's getting, like, good reviews, I'll meet halfway.
All right. So, we only need 10 more bucks. We get $10. Colin is going to play Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse, and we're going to help him out. So, come on. Breakfast Club, if you're watching, if you tune in.
I seem so stingy right now, but seriously, like, I wouldn't normally purchase a game like that at all.
He wouldn't. This is why this is a big deal. $10. We're already more than halfway there at this point since he agreed to 30. Halfway. Come on, let's get it. And then
it's gonna be embarrassing when you get torn up. Just saying.
I'm not gonna get torn up.
It's gonna be embarrassing when you get torn up.
I'm not gonna get torn up. But just let's just establish that right now.
It's gonna be embarrassing.
I'm not gonna get torn up.
Embarrassing.
The other game that I played was can I remove this? Was Bierzerkers, which we
I saw that. I almost got on Thursday. I was like,
did you?
Oh man, it's Bierzerkers night because it's the day they're doing their community nights, and I almost hopped on. I was close.
So Bierzerkers, we talked about this a couple times, and it's basically a smaller, cartoony, arcadey version of Chivalry. It has several classes that you can choose from. It's 4-on-4 right now. I really think they should try to expand on that a little bit. Although they need to get the latency and stuff down, ping all that stuff down before I think they do so. But I feel like based on Chivalry's action, I don't know if a tight arena game like this would make sense versus a large scale like let's battle over this this castle or whatever.
Have you played the single life mode yet, though?
I haven't.
That looked like the best type of game to me. Like the team deathmatch, it's cool and all. People like TDM, so whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like just chaos in a way. And like if you already have the chaos, then it makes sense to just crank up the chaos, right?
Right.
But the 5-on-5 mode or 4-on-4 mode looked really good. So just single life. It could have used an objective. It could have used a bomb. But it looked good.
I'm having a lot of fun, and the update definitely fixed some issues, Colin, that we were experiencing. I still had a pretty high ping, which is unusual, but it wasn't what it was when you and I were playing.
Okay, I just want to make sure that was an anomaly because it was bad.
So I mean, look, the issue where I noticed the ping the most was with the Huntress. I could not hit shit. And
projectiles are brutal.
I was playing against, and you guys are watching this gameplay. This particular gameplay I was in right now, I'm using the Scoundrel, which I had a lot of success with, and I didn't the first day because the lag was really bad. But that Huntress that is shooting at me right now, I could not hit them with the Huntress. I tried to do Huntress on Huntress. I could not hit them, and I was getting very irritated by that. So,
good work, huh? Just a better Huntress.
Yeah, basically. Overall, I mean, like I said, I'm really enjoying the game. I have a lot of high expectations for it. I think it's going to be one of those ones that kind of catch people off guard a little bit if they're playing it on Steam. And like I said, it's a hell of a lot of fun. Last couple games I played, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, nothing new there. Setting up the couch stream over on Twitch, over on Christy's stream, which I'm going to link here. Follow her stream. It's coming, y'all. We're getting everything working. But there's her stream in the chat. You guys want to head over there, follow the channel. You guys will see me and her talking. She's hilarious to listen to when she's playing Call of Duty. And then Lionheart Tactics, which is basically Final Fantasy Tactics on mobile, free to play. They do some stuff that I don't really like with the whole free to play thing. I would rather just be look, Colin. I'd rather just give them $15 and let me play this game.
You know you can buy Final Fantasy Tactics for $15 on iOS, right?
I know. You told me like the last time I talked about trying to find a mobile Final Fantasy Tactics. After playing this, I would literally just prefer to have people or have them set the game at $15 or whatever, and I'll just buy it because this what they do is after each battle, you're healing. So you have a priest. Now, I don't know if this is the one in the game that you're going to talk about. So you have a priest. You can heal your allies during battle, and they show like this temporary healing that only applies to that battle, even though you have a priest. As soon as you get out of that match, they reduce your health to whatever it was at the end of the last battle that you just had. Even if you have a priest and you heal them right before the end of the match. Do you know how furious that was? So what they do is they make you use your crowns in order to heal your players, or you can sit out for 5 minutes or however long and then play in 5 minutes and your characters will be healed.
Do you have enough characters to be able to like shuffle people in and out so they can heal, kind of like World of Tanks approach where you have your other tanks recharging while you're fighting?
I don't know what the max limit is. I think I have 7 characters and it's a 6 character on the battlefield rotation. So
that's not a lot then.
It's not a lot right now. I mean, I've played an hour in, and so you know, I'm kind of upset at that. But the game is fun. That's what's disheartening to me about it. It's like it's fun, but I don't want to be micromanaged like that. I don't like that. And that's my weekend.
It's quite a bit of stuff.
It is
quite a bit of stuff.
On my grind.
I was on a movie kick personally. I watched Automata, which is kind of like a precursor to Chappie, very similar themes. So I'm probably going to see Chappie here next week, I think it is. I think it's in theaters starting this weekend. Watched Kung Fu Hustle, which I had never seen somehow, and it was hilarious. I don't know how I
Have you not seen
avoided seeing it.
Have you not seen that movie?
I don't know. It was one of those where I saw someone talking about it and was like, oh shit, that sounds right up my alley. And it was really good. And then Shaolin Soccer after that, because it was like mandatory viewing after that. And a couple other things, but those are the three that I remember off the top of my head as having watched. So, been on movie kick. Also played a bit of Dota. I bought Besiege after, I think we mentioned it a week or so ago. But it's basically, I don't know how to describe it. I guess it's like Kerbal, but instead it's like medieval times. And you're like knocking down towers and shit with siege engines that you build. So I played that for a little bit. I need to go back to it some more when I have more patience. I was basically procrastinating with it. Played a game of Dota 2, and I've been playing this game called Heavenstrike Rivals on iOS, which is funny because Kale had his note, and it was like Lionheart Tactics, basically Final Fantasy Tactics. And I put Heavenstrike Rivals, basically Final Fantasy Tactics. But this is published by Square. It actually just came out last week. And an official release, and it's pretty cool. It's kind of like a Hearthstone meets like a tactics game,
right?
In the sense that you have your own little hand, you play your units, but unlike Hearthstone, they're actually on like a board. You can like control which lane they go down. It's pretty neat. The way it is free to play, they don't do the healing crap though. That sounds lame. They just do supplies. So like in order to do a battle, you need to have a certain amount of supplies. And then supplies regen over time or when you level. So like when I initially started playing, I think I played for like 3 hours without having to hit a time stop or anything like that. And then after you play like a bunch initially, you'll start hitting the wall a bit more frequently.
Oh. We got $10 over.
Doing DBZ?
I sent you 40.
Oh. Thank you guys.
All right, y'all. No more donations. We got it. We got it.
I'll buy it.
More donations in.
I'll buy and download it tonight, and we'll do.
That's what I'm talking about.
We'll play some tomorrow.
So look, guys. Let me just mention two things. One, Unreal Tournament, free. Colin and I issued out the challenge. I said, Colin, when you gonna 1v1 me in UT? That shit's going down. It's going down. All right. Two, DBZ Xenoverse.
I'm just curious. So you say
going down.
So you say in DBZ I have no chance. What are the chances of UT since you've been playing for a year now?
I have not been playing for a year. First off,
I just want to hear your handicap. I want you to put some. I want you to say some stuff now that we can play back on the show next week and have some laughs about.
I think that UT is probably going to be 50-50. All right, because you play Quake.
I was the better dueler in 3.
You were. You play Quake. I play UT, but I've never played duels, and I know you can get down on UT. So that means I got to work on my duel game quite a bit, which is it's crazy map control and all that stuff. If we're flying around, which we will be flying around because the game is pretty damn fast. So shit's gonna go down, Colin. I'm gonna say 50-50 on that. Yeah. Xenoverse, you have absolutely no chance.
We need to hit up the Bierzerkers devs and see if they can set up a server so we can do 1v1.
Okay.
And then we'll do best of 3 across all 3.
All right. It's going down.
We'll do the triathlon.
Who is the best gamer of them all? Why am I not invited to the UT3 duel? Sean, you can sub in. You can be the warm-up guy.
He's the warm-up guy.
I'm just joking. Oh man.
The warm-up guy.
All right. What's next? What you got next?
That was all my weekend gaming. So
okay.
All right. Kick it in GDC gears.
Shots fired. The funny thing is, like, Sean would probably beat me in most duels too on UT.
Sean and I were only duel players in UT3.
Yes. Yep.
And Danny a little bit, but mostly just Sean and I.
Yeah, so that's why it was my opportunity to throw Sean under the bus. But I know the reality. The sad reality is I would probably get worked. Now, if you've enjoyed the video, made it this far, leave a like if you've not already. It really helps me out, and I really appreciate your support. Subscribe if you've not already so you guys can check my next video. And if you've missed anything, especially this video right here, go check it out. Just click, 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 click.